If you think custom shirts are just for businesses, you're missing out on a ton of opportunities. I'm Brian, this is Ryan, and today we're going to tell you about everything you can use our DTF transfers for. So Ryan, as you know, our DTF transfers can basically use on any type of apparel. We've talked, a ton about that.
Absolutely.
But we haven't really talked about all the use cases you can use it for. Everyone knows with businesses, it's really easy to get all matching shirts. It all lines up, looks good. It's going to last forever, but there's obviously some other smaller use cases.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to just be merch. You don't really have to just be selling a brand or doing swag or something like that. You can really apply it in a lot of different events, things like that. One thing, we see thousands of orders come through every day. And honestly, big portion of that is going to be birthdays, personal events, things like that. Either, just kind of having either for a kid's birthday party, or if you want to put an embarrassing photo of a friend or family member on there. I've seen a ton of those where even if I'm on the phone with somebody and they're like, take a look at that artwork, let me know what you think. And I'm just like, who is that? Why is this so funny? So there's definitely some great use cases for that. Doesn't have to be a huge order, with DTF transfers, we don't have minimums. It can be shorter runs, and you can throw those on really any kind of t-shirt. I know, for an event, the Gildan G500, something like that is going to be nice. It doesn't have to just be birthdays, too. It can be other kinds of personal events, bachelorette parties. Those are huge. I did one for the bachelor trip for one of our coworkers behind the camera here. Very funny piece of artwork.
And then aside from just events or, like you said, bachelorette parties, obviously, you can also use them for maybe like a sporting event.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're just, say you're on a rec team or you're running a rec team, getting all matching shirts for that with names and numbers, always a good idea to get a detail out. You're going to spend less money. They're still going to last even after, the kids dirty up all their jerseys. They're still going to, come back looking brand new. And they apply well on mesh. I know we've talked about that before, but I think it's super easy to forget that, you wouldn't think it would look good on mesh, but it does. It comes through really well, and it's still going to last just as long as it would on normal cotton tee.
Yeah.
And even if you're, just throwing a tailgate for a football game.
Yeah. It's not copyright.
As long as it's not copyright. So no copyright.
That's not. Because I'm something like this little go bird, something like that.
Can't do that. Unfortunately, can't. But if you're just maybe you have a name for the tailgate, and it's Paulie's tailgate. I love Paulie too. That's the tailgate that goes there. It'll be all order DTF transfers for it. Who knows? And then just piggybacking off that, obviously, when it comes to sporting events stuff, they also sometimes ties into school events.
Oh yeah.
Pep rallies. Even with your sporting event just out of your high school, especially if you're an administrator,
maybe make a little bit of money for the school if you're doing either a fundraiser, homecoming events, or
that's cool.
Huge, and especially graduations as well. You want to commemorate the graduating class. That's great. Or even if you're just going to your own family member's graduation or a friend's graduation, something like that, you can make little custom shirts just for the people that are close to them in your life as well. So it could be a larger scale school-wide. It could be a smaller group just there to support one or two graduates, stuff like that. A lot of different avenues you can go, whether you are an administrator or just a family member pressing up and hopping up. You can really kind of make it happen.
And that's right. He mentioned it right there with the hiring. It seemed like it may be harder having just DTF transfers and having to put it on.
It seems like an involved process with a lot of moving pieces.
Right. And it's more involved than just getting the finished product, obviously.
Yeah.
But you don't need a heat press. You don't need some type of industrial warehouse that you have to do this in. You can literally do it in your living room with iron. So we talked about school events, sporting events, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about you, Ryan. I'm a huge holiday guy.
I love the holidays.
I love holidays.
Oh my God.
I love Christmas. Christmas is probably my favorite one.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. And obviously during the Christmas season, everyone wants an ugly sweater. You can DTF an ugly sweater.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of amazing. Literally, we could talk about that, about the use cases for this. But holidays, ugly sweaters, if you have a specific design you want to use for an ugly sweater, you can DTF it.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing a big get-together for Easter or Thanksgiving or, whatever holiday, Halloween, another big one.
Mm-hmm.
You can even use it as part of your costume. If you're making a super specific shirt for your costume, you can DTF it to make it stand out. We even have pre-made designs on the site specifically for pretty much every holiday. So if you ever need inspiration or you just want to grab and go with some of the pre-made stuff we have, You can find that right on our website as well.
Absolutely. You could do this from coming at it from any angle. Like we said, for school events, you could be an administrator. You could be a small business selling to schools, helping even just your friends and family, making a little extra money on the side. Or if you just want to DIY something. So you can turn a nice profit on it. You could use it as a cost-saving measure for your organization, or you can just do it as just a fun little thing for friends and family. Doesn't matter your experience level, how much you're willing to spend, how much you need to spend, what your budget is. We have cost-effective options for you. There's different kind of blank apparel that we also sell on the website that's going to be super cost-effective. So regardless of where you fall on the spectrum of experience, order size, all of that, we are able to help you kind of see this through, and no matter the size of the project.
And you mentioned the saving money part of it. I just want to kind of expand on that, because let's just tie it back to the holidays for a second. Halloween costumes go up in price every year.
The Halloween costume inflation is insane.
It's crazy. And I want to put this on record. DTF transfers are inflation proof.
They are.
Our prices haven't gone up at all.
No. They've gone down.
Yeah. So, everyone knows the economy can be a little unpredictable, but DTF transfers are always going to stay in that same pricing range for you. So if you're looking for ideas to get started with DTF, events are probably the easiest route to go. And if you have any questions about anything we discussed in today's video, as always, leave them in the comment section below. Until next time, Ryan.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.